Advaita Govinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So yesterday I think we stopped here that Krishna transmits information both from within and from without. We simply have to receive it. If knowledge is received in this way, it doesn't matter whether it is inconceivable or not. So we'll start reading from here. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a great deal of information given about the Vaikuntha planetary systems, which are beyond the material universe. Similarly, a great deal of inconceivable information is given in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Any attempt to arrive at this information through experimental knowledge will fail. The knowledge simply has to be accepted. According to the Vedic method, Shabda or transcendental sound is regarded as evidence. Sound is very important in Vedic understanding, for if it is pure, it is accepted as authoritative. Even in the material world, we accept a great deal of information sent thousands of miles by telephone or radio. We accept this information as valid on the in this way, we also accept sound as evidence in our daily lives. So here Srila Prabhupada is giving an example that even in the material world, we depend on sound as evidence in our day-to-day life. Like we hear many information through radio or by telephone. Somebody calls and tells us. So just give me one moment. Yeah. So we accept these information. When somebody calls us, we accept it as sound vibration. That somebody is giving us an information and that sound is accepted. We don't say that no, just because we cannot see you, we don't accept that it is you who is speaking on the phone. So if you know that, okay, your parents are calling or your friend is calling, from the sound vibration, you understand that it is your friend. Or when you are hearing the radio, please give me one moment. So there is some disturbance here. So, yes, so we don't doubt the person or we don't doubt that sound. So similarly, in to understand this Vedic information, we accept sound because it is pure, it is authoritative. Even in the material world, we accept great deal of information sent thousands of miles by telephone or radio. In this way, we also accept sound as evidence in our daily lives. Although we cannot see the informant, we accept his information as valid on the basis of sound. So if it is somebody who you know, you accept that whatever this person is saying is correct. Sound vibration then is very important in the transmission of Vedic knowledge. The Vedas inform us that beyond this cosmic manifestation, there are extensive planets in the spiritual sky. This material manifestation is regarded as only a small portion of the total creation. So the cosmic manifestation, just one moment. Okay, is my screen visible to everyone? You can just digitally raise your thumb and I can understand. Okay. Yes. So, thank you. All right, so we'll resume again. The Vedas inform us that beyond this cosmic manifestation, there are extensive planets in the spiritual sky. This material manifestation is regarded as only a small portion of the total creation. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a very detailed explanation given that what is the size of the cosmic manifestation. Cosmic manifestation means the material world, and what is beyond that, and how big is the spiritual sky. um, and um, and we understand from that information that the material manifestation is just a very small portion of the total creation. The material manifestation includes not only this universe, but innumerable others as well. But all the material universes combined constitute only 1/4 of the total creation. So it's not just that this one universe only exists. There are millions of such universes. But all those material universes combined together, it constitutes only 1/4 of the total creation. The remaining 3/4 is situated in the spiritual sky. So in the spiritual sky, there are many Vaikuntha planets. Here Srila Prabhupada will be mentioning this as we go further, that in that sky, innumerable planets float, and these are called Vaikuntha Lokas. In every Vaikuntha Lok, Narayan presides with his 4 expansions: Shankarsan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Vasudev. This Shankarsan states, so Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj is stating Shankarsan or addressing Shankarsan in the 8th verse of the Chaitanya Charitamrita as Lord Nityananda. So we also discussed this some verses back, some paragraphs back, that Lord Balram is Lord Nityananda himself. Lord Nityananda and Lord Balram are non-different, and from Lord Balram comes the first expansion. So, and then uh, that expansion expands himself further and then further. So that is how the expansions happen. Now, this Shankarsan is stated by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj in the 8th verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita as Lord Nityananda. As stated before, it is in his form as Mahavishnu that the Lord manifests the material universes. Just as a husband and wife combine to beget offspring, Mahavishnu combines with his wife Maya or material nature. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 14.4, where Krishna states, Sarva yonishu konteya murtayah sambhavanti yaha Tasam Brahma Mahad Yonir Aham Bij Pradaha Pita. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed giving father. Sarva Yonishu Kaunteya. Kaunteya is O son of Kunti, that is Arjun. Krishna is telling Arjun. Murtayaha Sambhavanti Yaha Tasam Brahma Mahad Yonir Aham Bij Pradaha Pita. So, all the species of life that are made possible by birth in this material nature, all the species that exist in this material nature, every species that is taking birth, that is made possible by whom? By Krishna is stating here, by him, and that he is the seed giving father. Krishna himself is the seed giving father. Vishnu impregnates Maya, the material nature, simply by glancing at her. This is the spiritual method. Materially, we are limited to impregnating by only one particular part of our body. But the Supreme Lord Krishna or Mahavishnu can impregnate by any part. Just by glancing, Mahavishnu impregnates Mother Nature, material nature, simply by glancing at her. And that's how all the living entities, they are uh, like they get their life. Simply by glancing, the Lord can conceive countless living entities in the womb of material nature. The Brahma Samhita confirms that the spiritual body of the Supreme Lord is so powerful that any part of his body can perform the functions of any other part. So if Krishna wants, he can eat with his eyes. That is why when we offer bhoga, we we may not be able to see how Krishna is eating, how Lord is eating. We cannot see that. But as we bring the bhoga to him with love and devotion, the moment Krishna glances at it, Krishna has eaten it. Krishna has already accepted it. So the Supreme Lord is so powerful that any part of his body can perform the functions of any other part. We can touch only with our hands or skin. We cannot touch somebody with our eyes, correct? If I look at someone, that person will not feel any touch on the body unless we touch with our hands or our any part of the skin of our body touches the person. So we can touch only with our hands or the skin. But Krishna can touch just by glancing. We can see only with our eyes. Now we cannot see with our hands. If my eyes are closed and I try to read this with my hands, it is not possible. But or we cannot touch or smell with them. I cannot smell with my eyes if my nose is closed, but I will not be able to smell if there is a bad smell or if there is a good smell. Not possible. But Krishna, however, can smell and also eat with his eyes. When food is offered to Krishna, we do not see him eating. And just as I was saying, so Srila Prabhupada is giving that example that we do not see him eating, but he eats simply by glancing at the food. We cannot imagine how things work in the spiritual world where everything is spiritual. It is not that Krishna does not eat or that we imagine that he eats. He actually eats, but his eating is different from ours. So, Srila Prabhupada, what he's trying to say is it's not that Krishna does not eat anything, and it is not that we are simply imagining that, oh, Krishna is eating. It's not our imagination. Krishna actually eats, but his eating is different from ours. We have to sit in a place, we have to eat with our hands, that food has to go into our mouth, we have to chew it, then it goes inside the body. So many processes happening. But for Krishna, all this is not required because he is spiritual. He is all spiritual. So it is not our eating process will be similar to his when we are completely on the spiritual platform. So when we are also on the spiritual platform, when we also go back to the spiritual world, then our eating will also become like him. Our the process by which Krishna can simply glance and eat something, we will also be able to do that, because then at that time we also become all spiritual. On that platform, every part of the body can act on behalf of any other part. So we can smell with our eyes, we can see with our hair, we can see somebody with our hair, or we can see somebody with our hands, whatever. So one part of the body will be able to do any other the job of any other part of the body. So we will stop here for today, and Krishna willing, we'll again read tomorrow. Today I'm facing some network issues and some disturbances, so we'll stop here. Vanchakalpatrubhyascha कृपासिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नंदकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। दास कविराज गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। श्रील जयपताका स्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. All of you please unmute and bless me.
हरी बोल
Hari Bol.
हरि बोल।
श्यामा करुणा